LG may not have revealed its foldable smartphone at the MWC in Barcelona this week, but with the G8 ThinQ, it has got some hardware with some new innovations. There's that OLED display, which is also a vibrating amplifier, and a front-facing camera which can read your palm print for unlocking. I'm David, this is AndroidPIT, and this is hands-on with the LG G8 ThinQ. Whichever way you look at it, the LG G8 is full of exciting ingredients. The phone is slim, elegant, and it's available in some really chic colours. It makes a good first impression, that's for sure, and it deserves extra points for sticking with the headphone jack. The hardware is also pretty top end, with a Snapdragon 855 and 6GB of RAM. There's also a 6.1-inch Crystal Sound OLED display. LG uses the screen itself as an amplifier. It works in combination with the two stereo speakers on the front, which together have a power of about 2 watts. The result is that the smartphone makes a lot of noise. Whether this is sensible or not, we're not so sure. We're looking forward to checking it out in the full review, and let us know what you think in the comments. The G8 is available with a dual or triple camera on the back depending on the provider and the market where you buy it. The ultra wide angle lens and the wide angle lenses are guaranteed. The telephoto lens, however, is optional. Which version will land in the US, the UK and India, we don't know yet. Secondly, there is a dual camera on the front. It consists of a conventional 8-megapixel sensor and the new time of flight module from Infineon. The TOF sensor generates a real 3D image thanks to a built-in infrared emitter. The whole thing makes for some, let's say, interesting gimmicks. The G8 can not only be unlocked by facial recognition but also by hand ID. The time of flight camera is supposed to recognize the vein pattern in your hand, which is supposed to be as secure or even more secure than a fingerprint sensor. As one LG representative rather darkly put it, a severed finger will still unlock a phone with a fingerprint sensor, but a severed hand will not work with hand ID. That's peace of mind, I guess. And then there are the air motion gestures. By using various twisting and pulling movements in front of the display, you can capture screenshots, adjust the music volume, or accept calls. This could be practical in some situations where you have dirty hands or you don't want to touch your mobile phone. Do you think this idea is stupid or a practical innovation? Let us know in the comments section. In addition to the G8, LG also launched the new V50 ThinQ 5G at MWC in Barcelona. It's the first Korean smartphone with a 5G module on board. In order to get out ahead of the likes of Samsung, LG is planning to launch the V50 primarily in the US and Korea markets first. A 6.4-inch OLED Quad HD display, Quad DAC for audio, and a total of 5 cameras. Strangely enough, LG has removed the time of flight camera and therefore hand ID on this variant. The bottom line here is I really like LG's smartphone lineup for 2019. Sure, there's no foldable phone, but there is innovation here. The phones are well crafted and they have the latest hardware on board. But is that going to be enough for LG to compete with some of the competition these days? I'm talking about Samsung and Huawei. We'll have to find out when these phones are released.